Right. We're live.
We are
Oh,
live.
hello.
Oh my
Are we
God.
live?
One.
This is a thing. This is a stream.
Hi, guys.
Welcome.
Ooh,
Hi,
oh,
everybody.
oh,
Welcome to stream.
oh. Okay, going to share.
Yep.
Same here.
Hello.
Same here.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we have to do sharing things and all sorts of fun stuff. Anywho's, welcome to people who are watching this in the replay. This is
Welcome,
the things you
welcome.
don't see when we're just hanging out. Um, and the things that I hide between nice little screens so that you don't have to see me going, oh, wait, how do I share this again? Oh, God, wait. What's happening?
What is going on?
How do I internet? I have forgotten. Oh, look, it's a Twitter notification. That's
Party,
pretty.
party. Hi, Wonder Woman. Thanks for joining. Good to see you.
Yes. All right.
Hello, everybody.
Hashtag notification
Ah,
squad. You guys are
I
the
know,
best.
right? Like she
Uh,
did
yes.
that as soon as she saw it.
oh,
Cooper, hi.
yes.
Oven
Oven
ready. You
here.
guys are so
Oven, yes.
awesome.
Good
Yay.
evening / morning.
I don't. Okay. Very cool.
Okay.
Oh,
So good to
guys.
see you. Oh, what did you think of that trailer? Oh,
So surprised, guys. I said Sims stream, and as it turns out, I have the real ones. Elizabeth, it is okay to sleep. Sleep is a resource not to be wasted because there are such things as replays. Yay! So if you feel like you need to sleep, that's totally fine. Zoe is
Yes.
quiet. Okay. I will turn myself
Especially
up.
for anybody on the East Coast like me, where it is nearly 3 a.m.
what's our volume at, Zoe?
Our. Alright, there we go. Gita, can you talk one more time for me?
Hi,
Good, good.
hello.
I'm trying to make sure you guys aren't topping out, and yeah.
We should be on group audio and not individual,
Oh, heck,
or
you
we'll
are.
we'll be
Okay.
echoing.
Okay. That should help. Okay. Yay, that should help.
And like negative 14-ish compared to you at full volume.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. Should have tested a little bit more. Hi,
Okay, there you go.
Aria.
That looks good. Hey, guys. Yay. Okay.
Good to see you, Elizabeth. Is the volume better? Can you hear Zoe now?
Can you hear me
Yes,
now?
let us know.
Bueller.
We must know.
Bueller.
Who needs sleep anyways?
Nah, what is sleep? We don't
We're not.
sleep. Sleep is
I'll
for
get
the
a
weak.
nap. Cool.
Might as well start not getting sleep early. Yay. Anyway, so yeah, we wanted to come on and just have a little super mega hype chat about today, because today was a lot. Just so many feels. There are feels. Sunset Sapphire, thank you for joining us from California. You cannot hear me well. That might mean I have to go into like my settings and turn up my mic volume there.
We're echoing. Are we individually completely muted?
Individually, there. I turned off one source because you guys were coming through two sources, and so that's what I did there.
Okay.
Just making
You
sure
should
my
have added a
laptop is
separate.
going. It's not.
There's a separate source just for our audio, and you
Uh-huh.
need to mute both of us, or we'll echo, or one of us will be delayed.
Oh, heck.
It's
Oh.
going to be active speaker,
Mm-hmm.
and just put it as a bottom layer.
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys.
You guys should talk while I fix this, so
All right.
we don't have dead air.
Try not to talk too quickly together because we're probably getting picked up through each other's audio, depending on whose is up and whose is down.
That's all right. Well, so new trailer first off, we can start with that because, good lord, I was not expecting a trailer today. Of all things, like, I knew that there was going to be something special going down in Hollywood, but, I mean, we knew there was going to be gameplay, and I thought that that was going to be sort of like the feature. But I did not know that, like, release date would be announced via a trailer. And what a trailer! Oh my god!
That trailer was kind of everything.
I'm living for it. I love the friendship that you saw between the three characters. They had sort of like their own little golden trio kind of vibe to them. And I could totally see them being used in like further promotion or even like in the game. Like they were instantly likable.
I kind of felt like the main girl looked a lot like Constance, like the images that we have seen of Constance.
She did, you're right. I didn't put that together.
She did not have the same
Uh-uh.
voice.
No, definitely
No,
not the
the
same.
images I've seen of Constance, she looks a lot older and she's got glasses.
Oh, yeah, she does. Okay.
Oh, okay.
This girl reminds me of the girl that we got in the very, very, very first trailer. Just because, I don't know, they were both British young females. Um,
the girl in the first trailer with the snitch, she seemed pretty sure of herself, whereas this girl definitely wasn't. She had some confidence.
I think
problems.
it almost seemed like they were touching on the female, like, guys supporting females issue, you know, where she was just like, oh, I don't know if I can do it, and they were like, no, you've got this, you've got this, you can do it. And I don't know, at first I didn't get it, but when I rewatched it I was like, okay, because Larry started laughing at one part and I didn't catch on to what one of them was saying about, like, oh, I'll take the dog, like talking about Fenrir.
Yeah.
I did not catch that the first time.
I'll take the wolf. Ow!
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a really, really heavy accent, so like if you're not used to it, yeah,
Super.
it would be difficult to pick up on. I actually can't figure out where these inputs are because they're so different from OBS,
No.
or at least on the Mac. So, unless the audio is broken, um, I mean, as everybody's can hear us okay.
How do we all sound? Does everybody
Sound is
sound
better
is
now.
better?
Okay, I am. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
So I'm just gonna.
Do I still sound like a robot?
Oh, the desktop audio was
Audio
on.
sounds good.
Okay, I turned off the desktop audio because I had turned it up before, so hopefully that should help now. No, Gita and Chris still echo. Okay, I just turned off the desktop audio, so that should have fixed that. I just realized. I can. Hopefully. All right. So anyway, we've got, yeah, that trailer. Just, there's so many Easter eggs too, because you saw Fenrir, there was Hagrid's umbrella, there's the Niffler, there's the snitch. Like, you saw everything from the trailers, like the little snippets,
Right.
but they were just in it. And I was like, oh my god. Also,
I was like, they're adding it all together as if this character was putting together the pieces just like we were, like, for the last how many months now?
her string map was everything.
Right. Right. Because all of us were like, that's been our brains, that's been our walls. Like, I had so many Post-its on my wall at one point, it was ridiculous.
Right. I bought things to make string maps at one point. I was like, this is gonna have to be a thing eventually, and it still might just because
I
of
still have all of my like, I have them in a gigantic stack. All of my Post-its that
I feel
I
that
put together. They're color coded and everything.
I feel that on
So
a spiritual level. Tower
Right.
Games, hello, welcome. There's so many, like, we've got so many people in chat right now. This is super great, you guys.
Hi guys, thank you so much for joining, everybody.
Woo!
We're just
My
like,
goodness.
we can't sleep after that trailer. We're all
No.
just like,
no.
too hyper.
Because I mean, guys, 2 days. We've got 2 days.
Oh man.
and like potentially really early in the morning
Oh my
because
god.
maybe, do we know what release time or is that for Thursday?
Um,
I think that might be for Thursday.
that 6 a.m. thing, that was the media
Yeah, the 6 a.m.
embargo.
was Thursday. Yeah.
Okay.
Like
So,
early in the AM on Thursday is like when everyone can finally post their stuff from the meetup.
yeah. So,
Does anybody in the chat remember what happened with Hogwarts Mystery? How, like, what time of day that dropped?
hmm,
Curious. I know
Gosh,
Pokemon Go dropped like really late in the day, but this they didn't like do
don't
a release date. So
remember.
I feel like
I
this
don't
is going to
remember
be
the time of
early.
day.
I feel like it's probably going to be like what 5 a.m. Eastern time,
Ugh,
which
please
would
not.
be what like 1 a.m. for Zoe. Are you going to stay up Thursday
that's
night
what they make Red Bull
until it
for.
comes out?
Sorry, y'all. Like, I will be sleeping. I will
Hmm.
wake up early, but I won't wake up that early. I'm planning on getting up by like maybe or 8 because I want to go someplace awesome to like first play it, but I haven't figured out where yet.
Okay.
I could always go to Universal, but
Okay, so we did
I
get a tweet from them that said the
yes.
worldwide launch of Harry Potter Wizards Unite begins this Friday, June 21st. Keep your eyes peeled and wand ready for more information as the game goes live in your region soon. So it says worldwide, which is conflicting information from what we've gotten, which is US UK first.
Hmm.
But it
So,
also ends off with US and UK on the 21st.
yeah.
So we do know that there's that random event going on in Japan on July the 2nd.
Mhm.
So like I'm I'm assuming that we will have a global launch by then, or maybe that's when the second I don't they're so confusing.
It's so confusing because yeah, we've also got the other one, like you said. We invited some special guests to Universal Studios. Keep your eyes peeled and ones ready for more information as the game goes live in your region starting Friday, 6/21 in the U.S. and UK. So, U.S. UK is just going to drop at a time then, or is it actually going to be a rolling release where it's like hour by hour, which is what makes sense to me. Anyway,
it'd be kind of nice if it was like a reasonable hour of the morning or afternoon and it rolled through the time zones
if it's
that,
True.
so that if anything happened, like they could catch it and
mhm.
then, maybe delay the other time zones for an hour or two and then keep rolling.
Yeah.
It makes sense to do that, like they said, region by region, but oh gosh, here we go with speculation again. Nobody
Right.
knows.
This is all. Oh my gosh.
I've
Pretty soon we're gonna
ceased
get to
guessing.
speculate about the storyline instead. So,
Let's get to that point. I want that.
me too. I don't want to try to think about what Niantic is gonna do next with like a launch schedule. Like I can figure out narrative arcs, but their sporadic behavior is difficult.
Right.
there is no, there is no baseline. I have no baseline.
Um, Tower Games that'll be in Disney when it drops. Where everybody in chat let us know where you're going to
Where are you gonna
go
be, guys?
on the day that it drops for you, because we know that most of you probably aren't in the US because of the time we're streaming. Hi,
Right.
like thank you for like night shout out to you night owls. Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
Shout out to the night owls and shout out to the folks in the southern hemisphere.
Yes.
Because Australia and New Zealand are totally up for it.
The beach, Wonder Woman already has it.
Yeah, hush,
Yeah.
hush, Wonder Woman. We know.
We
Hey
know.
Mark.
Gonna be at Disney from New York. Might go to Ala
Oh
Moana.
wow. Like the
Ooh.
timing. That's so fun because like honestly, Disney, like Chris can probably attest to this. The parks in Orlando have some of the best, like it's one of the best places to play because of all the stops everywhere and all the gyms. I mean, I
Stop
can only
density is
imagine.
intense. Stop density is super intense, especially in
Oh.
Islands of Adventure. And there are
Ooh.
gyms and like The only thing that's problematic, at least with Pokemon Go, is that when you have a new Pokemon on your nearby, it's typically at a
Oh my
stop that's like
gosh.
in the other park, and you're like, I'll never make it in time. I hate
Oh
this.
no.
That's
That
happened to
sounds
me so many times where I've seen a rare Pokemon, but I haven't been able to get it because it's like in the other park. I'd be like,
oh
okay, it's gonna
no.
take me at least 30 minutes to go through the Hogwarts Express line, and then and I'm like, no, it's
Despawn.
gonna despawn. I just need to let it go.
Every time I would see Corsola on the nearby, she was always on the opposite side of the lake. Like, whichever lake I was at, she was always on the opposite side. So, like,
Oh
you
my
got to take
goodness.
the long way around and then fight the crowds. And there were the school crowds with the
Right.
chanting people. So, like, it was
Girl,
a
for
lot.
real.
Oh.
It was real.
Oh man. Zielman is in chat. Hello, Mark. Good morning? Question mark. Welcome.
Hey. Elizabeth said her university by her
Ooh. I
house.
love playing at
That's
universities.
universities. Those are really good.
Hmm.
Very dense.
Sunset.
Aria
Um,
is saying that they live in a rural suburban area. Me too.
Yay! There
I'm too
are.
I'm too far outside of Tampa to be like in Tampa. It's a good half hour to 45-minute drive to get like in the heart of things where there are actually Pokestops and stuff. My local area was completely disbanded with Pokemon Go.
Mm,
So, yeah, we had an area that had about like 16 Pokestops and like 5 or 6 gyms. It was great.
that's awesome.
But every single one of them was taken down when they reworked the gyms recently. So,
Yeah.
yeah, the
Ah.
whole
no.
the local community's dead. It's really sad.
Reversal in
But
chat.
hey,
Hi,
hey,
Reversal.
Hello.
reversal. Hi,
Geo.
Um,
Pete.
there are rumors that there are built-in mechanics to help suburban players. Um, and so,
It's not necessarily rumors. It's the way that the ends are set up.
yeah.
They um, they are going to look different. So look at the different colors of them, and depending on the color, will show you basically the amount of energy that you're going to get back and
Hmm.
how the like it's certain ones are going to be more rare, and those are probably going to be found in rural places where there are less inns around you so that you can have more of an even playing field. So
Yeah, that's super helpful
um,
if you're in a really sparse area where there just isn't a lot. You will get more of a reward out of the stops or inns in this case that are there. The ones that are there will reward you more because you don't have as much around you. It's a very smart way that they've balanced things a little bit for
Tejas!
sure.
Tejas is here. Hello, Tejas.
Tejas
hi,
in chat
Yay!
Tejas.
This
with
is
their
super
height.
fun. Also, your kitty is cracking me and a couple of other people up in the chat. Chris, he's just like, I sit here. This is my chair now. I sit.
Oh, my cat. See, I'm immune to it.
Yeah, right. This is just
I'm
a
like,
thing
oh,
that
there's a
happens.
cat there.
Like earlier today when me and Chris were trying to like talk over Skype and my kids were like freaking out and she's like, you need to go deal with that. I'm like, oh yeah, that's like screaming happening. I should, it's like I'm immune to the screaming and then Chris is immune to just kitty.
Cats everywhere. I have 4 cats in my room currently.
Love
They're
it.
the ones that I decided to let in on a chance. Here's hoping they don't become bothersome.
He's mostly just
Poor
being
kitty.
cute. He's like, hello.
He's adorable.
He's so cute. Love that. So yeah, what are other like things you guys noticed in that trailer? Because we've had like obviously all of the Easter eggs and then the fact that yet again we have a trailer with the main character being a girl. That even happened in the unreleased kind of unlisted trailer. We see all of the mainly featured players are female. So is this a marketing ploy? Is this a social issues ploy? Is it both? Like what's happening?
Also, I recently rewatched really closely the trailer that was like the call to arms
Mm,
that had the soccer
yeah,
or sorry, football. Sorry
football.
guys. Only in the US is it soccer. It had the football players. I believe one of the football players was female, because when I was watching it through, she had long hair that was whipped around when they went to cast their spells. So at least there was like one footballer who was female. That
Yeah.
was news to me, but I was relieved, because I was like, oh man, like girls play sports too. Come on.
Yeah. I kind of wish, there was more going on there too. And okay, Coop, I just saw what you're talking about, Tejas' new thumbnail, and I can't even with the face. It's so good.
Wait. Now what am I missing? There's a new thumbnail.
Tejas' new thumbnail. I can't. It's so funny.
I'm looking it up.
That's to go look.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my.
Like that face though. Like that's good clickbait. That
Like,
actually
I'm
makes me
missing
want to click.
something. Where is it? I
It-
can't see it.
Sub
my
box? Question mark? Head to sub box?
All right. So with the I'll let Chris react, and then I've got something to say about the trailer.
can't. It's too funny.
I think that
My
this game will
computer
probably
hates
be
Oh,
popular with the ladies. Harry Potter is definitely going to attract more females to the gaming world that generally wouldn't pick up a game.
yeah.
So I'm
Oh my
excited
god,
about
now I
that.
see it. Oh, brownie points for Tejas. That is brilliant.
It's just. I really gotta
That
figure
was
out.
like all of us, though. That's
Right?
like hashtag same, because all of us probably had that exact expression.
Me. Just full Shane Dawson gif. Me.
Yeah, right. Oh, how brilliant.
Me.
So with the trailer, I think the thing that I appreciate the most is that they aren't teasing anything that's not going to be in the game at launch. With Pokemon Go, they teased PvP, they
And Mew.
teased raids,
And
what?
Mewtwo.
And Mewtwo. They teased
too.
a lot, and people expected that to be there at launch. And from what I've seen of gameplay, which I've been trying to like not fully go in because I still want to have some surprises.
Yes.
Some surprises. I feel like everything that they showed in the game in this trailer is going to be in the game at launch, and I really like that. Nobody's going to come in with expectations and then have them automatically lost.
Well, even to my knowledge, even the spells that were used are ones that are available in the game. Like the attention to even that detail to make sure that everything they put in there was stuff they could deliver on. Like that's a great point. That it's not going to be like you get hyped over this trailer, you download the game, and you're like, but I can't even do that stuff. Like
Nope.
everything
is
it's
there.
It's one thing that lost a lot of players for
Yeah.
Pokemon, because they were like, but when do we get to battle each other?
That's
when
the
do we
thing,
get
though.
to do this stuff?
PvP was such a huge central part of the Pokemon games. Like that PvP
really
thing was that's what lost so many people, because it was an integral part to it. Because it's how you leveled up your Pokemon in the main series games. Like you had to go and battle them. The advantage that Harry Potter has is that there isn't an established game mechanic for it. Like there's like the weird like PlayStation games that got released with the movies and stuff like that, and like a couple of Game Boy ones too, if I remember correctly. There was a couple of Game Boy games that got released, but there's no mechanics, so that is an advantage.
I didn't.
Just making faces. What are you making faces for?
Elizabeth said she went to the port key and went into Hagrid's hut and then brought back the umbrella. So cool. That is so cool.
I wondered
about that.
how she got the umbrella.
I was like, where did she go?
Elizabeth, you're a genius.
Do the
God.
Okay.
I can't handle it. I'm gonna
what
start crying again.
I loved was, so when she was in the elevator, I didn't notice this the first time. When she was in the elevator, she was holding the phone, and then all of a sudden it flashed and her phone turned into her wand
I loved it.
to
Yes.
symbolize that the wand and the phone are the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then when
See
the
that in the
muggle was
reflection
watching,
when the
when
muggles
the
watch.
muggle was watching her, he saw her and he saw her holding a phone. And on the phone was the Death Eater that she was fighting. So
I
like they
noticed
were
that.
just it was so cool. Like
I
this is what
know.
the muggles are gonna think you're
Yeah,
doing, but this is
right.
what you're gonna think
This
you're
is what
doing.
it's actually, yeah, like this is what's
Guys.
actually happening in all the fans' minds is we're carrying a wand around yelling Finite.
We finally get to go to Hogwarts, guys. We finally get to be a wizard, Harry. Oh my god. I can't.
Oh my gosh.
It's too
I
much.
noticed that though. Can I just say I loved the use of lighting
Mm.
because the way that they did the logos with the lights flickering on and off, just
So good.
loved that
And
vibe because
that's William
the
McGregor.
danger felt very, very real. The suspense was there. And then
Mhm.
the use of hot versus cold. You
Mm.
feel the Dementors
Mhm.
coming onto the screen and like you feel them attacking the characters. Everything goes dark and blue toned.
Right.
And I was just like, I'm still getting chills just
Same.
like thinking about it. It's the best. Like
And
it's those details from a video editing perspective
yes.
that totally make these things believable.
Yes.
Like us fans are watching this, losing it and starting to cry and yell at our computer or phone screens because we notice those things and there's a visceral reaction
There,
to
oh
them.
yes. Yes, Squibbler
So
got chills because like that scene in Prisoner of Azkaban where he like finally conjures a Patronus, like it gets me every freaking time where I'm just like, oh hell yeah.
It's like chills. Like,
Absolute
oh my
chills.
god. And you just want to scream with him, just like Expecto
And it's even more,
oh,
it means like even more as like somebody who does struggle with like mental health issues and stuff like that. When you know the connections between the Dementors and what the Patronuses and all of this stuff, like every time that happens, then you're just like, oh hell yeah, you can't get me today, depression. Nope, 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 nope.
well, and another thing that I really loved about that moment was it wasn't easy for her to cast that spell. You see it on her face that she doesn't quite believe in it, but you know, like the fans like us, we know it has to be the happiest memory in order to conjure.
Yeah.
And it's not an easy spell to learn.
Nope.
And so like her actually you can see the fear on her face, but you can see that she like overcomes it in the moment and is able to cast the spell. And all of us are like cheering right alongside her. It's so good.
And she casts it just like Harry does in the third one, where like it doesn't necessarily turn into anything. You know, she just manages to do it.
Right.
It's
It's powerful,
so
but it didn't take a form.
yes.
Quick
That
question: do we know if I don't think that was a spell added to the game.
what
Expecto Patronum?
Expecto Patronum, because we have
it
from Wizards
is.
Unite. Is it?
It's in there because we fight Dementors and we have to save Harry,
Okay.
like Quidditch Harry,
Every-
remember?
At the moment,
was
I think
teased.
everybody has a stag Patronus, right?
Okay.
So,
Okay.
everybody wants the ability to be able to change Patronus
Yeah.
in the game.
Reversal says Expecto like buttonus.
Yes, please. Okay, yeah, there it is. Expecto
Press
Patronum.
that
I was
like button,
misremembering.
guys.
Smash like, guys. Okay. Okay, I was like misremembering, and I was like, wait, is this something that they're gonna add? Oh my god, no, I'm just being a derp. So, for
They
those who
just,
have
like,
played the game, does
they-
the game have spoilers for the books/movies? My daughter is currently only on book 5 and doesn't want anything spoiled for her if she plays. Yes, it does have spoilers because there are things being brought out of all of the books. So, Reed, you've got 2 days, honey. Go. Listen,
And go.
there are those of us who read those books in a night. Like, we didn't sleep, but you know, this is the penance that we have paid for the fandom. We read the books in a night. You
Be
can
there
do it.
for her.
Except also,
Be there for her for the 6th one. She will not want that spoiled.
Yeah, not at all.
If it has not happened yet, it's a miracle. Just saying. I love how they made the trailer and like I love how they made the movies and the gameplay just mesh so well.
Hmm.
You know, like how there was the random muggle that was oblivious to the magic around them because they were
Right.
listening to
He's just
music.
like,
That
Like,
moment of levity was perfect. It was so on brand. And then even the way the spell work, like
mm,
even the wand movements that they were using were on brand, and the special effects, the way that they did the Dementors was
hmm.
completely in line with how they did them in the movies. Not particularly the same as the books, but with the movies it was on point. They were exactly how they were supposed to look. So,
Exactly.
it does seem
oh,
like we will
consistency.
probably lean more towards the movies just
Hmm.
because it's WB and like we're never going to get our real Ravenclaw crest.
I'm sorry.
So I hope that they add stuff like I'm sure we're going to get the blast ended Scroot because now we have that in another spot in the wizarding world. I'm curious how
Need it.
much more we're going to get. I would love to get like a Sphinx. I would love
Ooh,
to get more scenes, but will they do it? Time will tell.
yeah. They
That's
do
the
want this to
lovely
be
thing. Like, the
okay.
lovely thing about this is there are so many potential foundables, like foundables slash confoundables in this game. Like, we already know there's like well over 150. There
Yeah.
are plenty. But in addition to that, like, there are so many details, and JK keeps adding more and more with, every subsequent movie slash book slash whatever she ends up doing,
Hmm.
slash article on Pottermore. She can add more
Or
whenever, and
Yes.
so there are endless
whatever
possibilities.
interview she feels like doing that afternoon.
Let's not go there. I don't have time to clack the fan that much. Okay.
Tejas said, did anyone else get goosebumps when Harry was freed from the Dementors and the music starts playing?
Yes.
Oh
Chills.
my God, chill.
Tearing up. I hear the Hedwig theme and I just immediately go, it's fine, I'm fine, I'm fine.
I'm not fine. Hashtag not fine.
Hashtag not fine. It's
I'm not
okay.
okay. But and like I said before, with the use of hot and cold, you see the frost receding from his glasses as he picks them
Yes.
up, and I
Oh,
lost it.
so good.
I didn't record my reaction, and I feel like a doof for
Oh,
not.
I
it,
couldn't hold it back.
oh my goodness. It
Both of your
landed.
reactions were so much fun to watch. Like, I've already told the ladies this, but as I watched each of their reactions, I had a more intense reaction than my own was when I first watched it. Because I just tapping into, like, I know how much Harry Potter means to both of these ladies, and for their own particular reasons. And so that made me watching them even better. So, like, seriously, guys, like, check out all of the reaction videos
So much
from, like,
fun.
us three, sure, but, I know Sue did one from Expecto Go.
Hmm.
Who else did a reaction video? I know there are several of them.
Animagus did. I'm not sure if
I think
Sylph did. Um, and that's all I'm seeing so far. Tejas, I don't know if yours is a reaction trailer or it doesn't look like yours is a reaction from the glimpse that I'm getting, Tejas. Um, so the reactions are fun. That was my first time doing a reaction because normally I sit down with like a notepad and like watch it and like take copious amount of notes. And this time I was like, because like I haven't covered I think like the last two teasers that they've dropped because I'm just like
You sound like your Sim, Zoe.
basically because I'm just like I just have no more.
Charlie Brown's Charlie
Oh.
Brown's teachers. Wah 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 wah.
Yeah, basically. It's just like, oh, cool, you dropped another trailer. That's fun. But this one is
Skylar
actually
says
cool.
his is not a reaction.
Okay.
This is amazing.
Cooper wasn't able to, but now she's seen it 1,000 times. It wouldn't be genuine. Yeah,
Eh.
I feel that.
That's valid.
It's too late for me as well. Now, someone was saying, did we see what the Muggle's hat said? I did not notice a detail. So what does the Muggle's hat
Qua?
say?
I didn't notice
What
that
did it
either.
Muggle's
say?
hat.
As long as it
Going to
didn't say
watch
"Make America Great Again," we're good.
Oh, girl tea.
The Muggle and Van. That's the
The
only
Muggle in the
right?
van for the ice cream truck. Oh my gosh. Oh,
the-
I can't. Okay. Stop
wait.
watching the trailer
Okay.
because it's just so good. I can't.
I can zoom in if I watch my screen recording.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I'm recording from my phone, so I don't have the ability to look.
I'll tell you when I find it. Don't worry, I got you.
I'm just saying, the kid that was like, I'm gonna go get the wolf. Ow, Gryffindor. I'm just saying.
It
Gosh,
says
I love that character saying that, just so like blasé. I'll get the wolf. Hey.
it just says ice cream.
But it's got 2 ice creams on it. Is there something I'm
Uh,
missing here? Because it just says ice cream.
Is there a different part where it changes?
Oh, I think she was just genuinely asking. It wasn't like a leading question.
Okay.
She was just curious what it
Oh.
actually.
No, it
Okay.
just says ice cream.
I thought you were
Just
leading
says
us to
ice
like a
cream.
whole other wormhole of information.
Right? No.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, now I'm watching it again, guys.
Changsheng, welcome. Welcome to the stream.
Hey,
Where are you
Georgia.
tuning in from?
Oh yes.
Okay, I have to stop because
Hello. So much going on.
so much. Everything is happening. Okay.
Okay. What have I walked into? All the weird.
Ooh.
We were probably all those weird sounds. Sorry about that, Anthony.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Wah.
If you want more of these weird sounds as I'm playing Wizards Unite, and both of these Leonards are playing Wizards Unite, smash subscribe and ring the bell.
Okay, all these whas are reminding me of Princess Diaries 2. I look like a moose.
I look like a moose.
Yes. But all the pretty moose, they make the boy moose go, wah.
And also because Julie Andrews is queen. I can't. Oh, I love her. Oh, so yeah.
She's queen. She is totally queen.
Oh my goodness.
She didn't have to play a queen. She just is one.
She just is one. It's fine. You know, she has to have a swear jar for every movie she works on because she's got such a potty mouth. Random Julie Andrews fact.
That's hilarious.
Tower Games, there is a friend
I'm seeing
system.
Her Princess Diary. I'm seeing her go, excuse me, shut up.
I think the friend limit is 200, just like in Pokemon Go.
I believe so,
Okay, yes. Wonder Woman just confirmed that. And so did Megan. Oh, Reversal's back.
Yep.
Welcome back.
He just uploaded his video. Huzzah.
Gonna so nice of you to come back.
Thanks for coming back, man. Much love.
So much love.
I just there's so many feels right now because we have literally been waiting for like a year for this.
And a year and a half, man.
Head desk. Yeah, you guys did a year and a half. I just head desking for so freaking long. Hey, feel me once.
Thank you.
It's just oh my god.
I did not expect this. I did not expect the unlisted video yesterday.
Wow.
I'm wondering if we're going to get anything else. Somebody asked if they think we're going to get side stories. Maybe. I mean, like, it would make sense, right? Like, we sort of get side stories in Harry Potter, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, things that are sort of side plots. I mean, look at Spew. It didn't even make it into the movies, but it's still canon.
True.
Yeah.
Very true.
Stuff like stuff like that. I mean, it could be just homages to things that were in the books that didn't necessarily make it into the movies.
Oh, that would be
So all us
nice.
book geeks are going to be on fire.
Oh, like Peeves and stuff.
They
Oh.
were, I
Yeah,
feel like this
Peeves.
is, it depends on how fast they move because
Mm.
True.
they're already saying that there's going to be an event, a Go Fest like event
Oh my God, the
by the
event.
end of the summer. The technical beginning of the summer is Friday, right? The summer solstice, just like we
Mm-hmm.
predicted in the last live stream. So the
Oh
end
my
of the
God.
summer is September 23rd. So sometime before September 23rd, they have to do
They
something.
have to.
They're
Oh man.
saying by the end of the summer,
Fingers
they
crossed.
said the game is going to release this summer and they're dropping it literally on the first day of summer. We see you
Fingers
with summer
crossed
solstice.
that we get monetization so maybe we can actually pay for plane tickets.
I know, God, please. I'm so close.
By the way, yeah, okay, guys. Chris is
Ugh,
literally like 94 subs away from getting her 1,000. Please, dear God, go sub to Wizards by Chris.
I'm
Link is in the
so
doobly doo.
close. Yes, I'm
Go
so
sub
close.
to Chris.
She is amazing and she wants to live stream and make her life a lot easier
So
once
please
she hit that.
It will. It
go
will. I
smash like.
appreciate every single one of you who subs.
Oh my goodness. And then also I have a Patreon now. I'm desperate enough that I'm like, fine, I got a Patreon.
I
So
didn't
it's a
know that your
thing.
Patreon is it live?
It is live. I need to like sort out a couple of things so that people can get like discount codes and stuff. I might have a Patreon only Discord now, so that's a thing.
Yeah.
Um, so if you want to, every single tier gets access to the Patreon Discord starting at $1 a month. So, if you feel like sending me to an event, that would be really great because, girl, I broke.
You know.
Oh, girl.
That was the sad thing. It's like I was so thrilled to get an invite to this event in Hollywood, but
So exciting.
when they came back with, "Oh yeah, sorry, we're booked up. We can't comp your travel like everybody else." I was like, then I have to say no, and I hate that.
I hated
I'm
it.
still I'm still thrilled that Brita was able to scrape together the cash to get out there because she was in the second
Oh
wave
my
too.
goodness.
Uh,
Oh, good. You've got a couple more
but
subs.
it
Oven,
turned out okay.
how dare you not be subscribed to Chris?
Thank
Thank
you
you, Meg.
No, I'm
guys.
kidding. Thank
Thank
you so much.
you.
Super appreciate.
You are
Get her to 1,000.
legends.
Get her to 1,000 subs because then she can start live streaming and you guys can see all sorts of cool live streams and it's very exciting. So, because
And
YouTube
sing along
literally.
because I'm constantly doing that. I'm constantly changing lyrics.
Oh my goodness. I love it so
So
much.
if you haven't seen my video that I posted tonight, Rent is featured prominently at the beginning, so enjoy that.
I didn't
I'm
send.
such a weirdo.
You inspired me, Chris. I didn't send you. I did from Les Miserables. I did 1 day more, except 2 days more for Wizards Unite. I need to send
I,
it to you.
I need to hear that because when the
Oh,
clock ticked up the last level, like, and we only have one more, that was my Insta story. I was like,
oh,
one tick more.
Oh my goodness.
So we share a brain. That's great.
love it. Well, cause like, what else are you gonna do if like you have an opportunity to sing Les Miserables? You sing Les Miserables, okay?
Always,
I
every
might.
single time.
So
Always.
I worked at Apple, and I don't know whose idea this was, but they had a talent show, and so I might have sang a song from Les Miserables, and I might have gotten like paid hourly to do so.
Hey, get that money, girl. Work.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I've never been paid at a job to sing. That has not happened yet.
Oh,
But I was the only non-theater major to try out for Fiddler on the Roof in college, and I was the only non-theater major to get a callback for a lead, but due to politics, because theater majors actually they are required to try out for every single thing that the school puts on.
at our colleges too,
Because of
yes.
politics, they got all the roles. I wasn't even put in the chorus. I was so salty.
That is salty level 1,000.
It was okay though. I mean, like I was bummed, but I still supported all of them that got chosen in there, and I was there on opening night cheering everybody on.
Of
So
course, because you're
I
you.
just love musicals. I'm a geek. I love
Same
it.
though. Oh my goodness. I also sent Gita today, just for random context. I sent her me singing the a small chunk of So Long Dearie from Hello Dolly. So just
I
wave
sent
your little
her
hand and whistle
fun.
so long, dearie. You should have said so long ago. Yeah, it's just like, oh, I love
I
that
can
song
hear
so
that
much.
choo choo. I can hear it calling me
Oh,
home.
gonna learn to
And
dance and
oh,
drink and
Wizards
smoke a
Unite tie-in.
cigarette. I'm gone as far away from Yonkers as a girl can get. Because Barbra Streisand is
I'm like,
everything. Oh, I'm trying not to sing loud
Zoe got
because
to
my
hear
kids.
me rapping
That was a
today.
thing. Oh, it was
how
awesome.
come I have not sent these texts?
I'm much better at singing.
Oh, I love it. I love just randomly sending each other like clips of us singing just random songs.
Gita sent me like
Yes.
on a really rough day. Gita sent me her singing "We Are the Champions," and I fucking lost it. I lost it because like the story behind "We Are the Champions" is like all
Oh,
pride loveliness, and I was
right.
just like, I needed that. Thank you. It was it was such a picker upper. Thank you for that.
Right though, right? How we get into the
Word.
singing Discord? I don't know. Is that a thing
Do
we
we need to
have?
do that?
When all of us get together, I swear there's gonna be like an all singing, all dancing Wiz You Witches like review.
Maybe we can get Lynette to rap,
Don't tempt
and
me.
like we can just be the
Heck
new
yeah.
Blackpink.
Girl, don't even tease me with K-pop right
New
now.
Spice Girls. New Spice Girls.
Hit you
Ow.
with that do 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 ba 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 da da ba 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 ba. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
It's a whole thing. Oven would join.
Such memes. I love it though.
Oh, Wizards Unite the musical. Don't tempt me. I will go
Have you
there.
not already seen my music video?
I have another idea for like a Chris's music video. Gave me an idea, but I have not really
I'm
come
still
up
on
with
board
more
with
than
that,
just
by
the
the way.
name.
I'm still on board.
It's
You
it's a
end up
lot of
doing it,
work,
I'm with you.
and it'll be a big hoot.
You and the pun right now. Can't even. See, we know what she's talking about. You guys don't.
Late night
Hoot
giggles.
is a
Okay.
silly hint.
Listen, Wonder Woman, I don't have three notebooks sitting here at all to write down notes. No. Who does that? Shh, it's fine.
I have the equivalent digitally. I have not only a notepad on my phone that I write random ideas on, but I also like all the time will open up Notepad plus
Oh,
plus on my computer or my sticky notes, and I will just write a lyric that I'm like, oh, that could be converted to this, and maybe I'll use that.
Oh.
Oh, Squibble, don't ask me when the collab is coming. Ah, I know. I had so many of you guys
2
send me
days.
footage. It's been months. You guys filmed that, what, like the end of January into February, right? It was
I think
still
so.
winter everywhere up here.
Yeah.
And so what Squibbler is referring to in chat is my music video that I have on my channel, which is featured prominently. Go and see it if you haven't.
It's amazing. It's
It's
everything.
it's me and a local recording artist here in Florida singing a Wizards Unite version of A Million Dreams from The Greatest Showman. And when I conceptualized it, I wanted to make one that was like a trailer that featured a bunch of different YouTubers from different places in the world and show all of us uniting because that's what it's all about, and have it be like this big social media explosion of awesomeness. And then my singing partner, his grandmother died like very recently, and he's not taking it well. So he is in his own grieving process, and I don't feel comfortable rushing him for a collab. As much as I am eager to put it out, he's the one with all of the footage. And so I wouldn't be able to, take things and do it myself. Normally I'd be willing to do that, but he's the one who has all the footage, and I haven't felt comfortable poking him. So I apologize for the delay on the remix of my music video, but rest assured he at least has all the footage, so I can give him a gentle poke and be like, hey, how are you feeling? Can I help inspire you? Take a look at the new trailer that dropped and get frickin' expired, my friend. Or expired. Get inspired, my friend, because
Yes.
there's so much goodness coming at the end of this week, and I can't
Oh my
wait.
goodness, I
So
can't. Uh,
Oh my goodness,
hopefully
oh
the
my
remix will
goodness.
be on the way soon. I am very much hoping that he'll be able to pick it up and be super inspired by the game being out, that he'll be able to pick it up and just go gung ho for it. So
hopefully.
hopefully send happy thoughts. Shout out to Austin.
Yeah, that
Austin
sucks.
Hart. He needs the love.
Yeah. Oh, no, I can't even think about my grandma dying without like crying. So like, hey, I'm like,
Yeah. I've lost both of mine. It's not easy. When you've got a connection with a loved one, it's hard to see them go.
it is. I've got five of my grandmother's handmade quilts in my house currently. So I'm also the only granddaughter with that amount of handmade grandma quilts. So um, but yeah, like just like I have these pieces of her, and like she's amazing and kind of my superhero. Keep saying I want to be her when I grow up. um, so yeah, it would be bad. It would not be a very bad day. I'm not gonna think about it. I'm not gonna think about it.
Now, to turn the conversation back to Harry Potter, Tower Games is saying that they need that console Harry Potter game too. The RPG that was teased last
Yes.
year. Oh my gosh, where is it?
No teasers, nothing, no announcement, just instant DMC takedowns on anybody who uploaded that
Right.
footage. Like instant. You couldn't even like fully upload it without it being taken down. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
instantaneous. But that is a true leak right there. Like that is something that was not supposed to be shown anywhere.
So
And we got that
amazing.
tiny little hint, and all of us are like, where is
We
it?
want it.
We want it now.
Gabe. I even showed it to Joe, the Huffle husband, and he's not like a Harry Potter gamer or like a Harry Potter fan at all. And he was like, "Oh no, I'd play that. That looks good." I'm like, right now.
I'd play it too. I'd find a way to finally stream games on my computer in order to stream that. I would love it.
So good. So good. Oh, next gen game, maybe PS5. Ooh, maybe. Perhaps,
Mm,
perhaps.
PS5. I can see that.
Mm,
There isn't there another console coming out next year too? Like I could definitely see it did I know everybody said it looked finished. It did not look finished to me.
It didn't look
mm.
finished to me. Still rough. Like the
Very
the skins
rough.
were there, but it was still very rough around the edges.
Yeah. It's just interesting. I'm curious if like I don't know, like are they trying to purposefully space out the port key games? Like are
Probably.
we going to have to wait a year in between every single game?
It's entirely possible because you want each game to have its limelight because you don't want
Yeah.
you don't want to dump I don't even know how much money into development of a game and then not pull at least recoup from what you've dumped
That's
into
true.
it.
And it's like it's usually going to be the same target demographic because it's all Harry Potter
Although
fans. So,
hopefully this I'm hoping that Wizards Unite will cater to like the more casual gamers because like even if you're a more serious gamer, like you still have to do things like own a piece like a gaming PC, even for something like um because if it's based off of the games like the Batman Arkham series, and those are heavy graphic, heavy gameplay PCs that not anybody can run. You kind of have to have a dedicated gaming PC to run it properly. and then otherwise you have to invest in like a $300 gaming system in order to play it. So, but everybody's got one of these. Like, oh, that's my.
Yep.
I've got Gary V wallpapers to keep me rolling. So yeah. Oh, the unlisted video. We did just talk about that.
I'm thinking that the unlisted video might be specifically geared toward media. Because Hogwarts Mystery did something relatively similar, where
Mhm.
they set up, a trailer that was intended to be used by the media so that they could take clips of it and use that in their marketing for the game. So I was thinking it was something like that. Now I could be absolutely wrong, because I believe that the assets that were given to me by Jam City for Hogwarts Mystery, I believe that those were from like video that was public. I can't remember. I'd have to look.
I just
It's
looked it
been a
up
while.
though. You can use unlisted YouTube videos as ads.
Oh,
That's what I was thinking it was.
So I
Because,
think
okay.
this is their ad
yeah.
campaign for like
Hmm.
YouTube. When we start getting Wizards Unite ads before our videos on YouTube. Why do you think I'm here?
Right.
A little too on the point with that algorithm, Google. Oh, that's where my brain goes. It's like, oh, this is their ad campaign. So, yeah, I just looked up. AdSense says, yes, you can use unlisted video as part of ad campaign. Okay. So, it's possible. Well then.
Hmm.
Oh man, there's too much hype. I mean, it's closing in on 4 a.m. here, and I'm wide awake.
Right though. Like,
I'm wide awake.
right. I
Do,
just
do, 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 do.
so oof. Possibly on unlisted videos as an olive branch to the rest of the WooTubers, so there's something exclusive to offer. That'd be nice. Know what else would be nice? Going to Hollywood? That'd be real nice too. But you know what? I'm still in Alaska.
Still in Florida.
Hey.
Colorado. Middle of
Uh,
the country.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's all right though.
15-hour drive from
your plane
LA.
ticket was literally $400 less than mine.
How much was yours, Zoe?
If I bought it on Saturday, it was going to be close to $700.
Mine was minimum 900.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I looked if because I was like, is there any way I can make this work? And the answer was absolutely freaking not. There was no way that I could drop $1,000 just on the flight, not to mention hotel or travel, anything, because
No,
I wouldn't be able to stay at the hotel with everybody else. I'd have
no.
to stay with my family out in Cali. So
Yeah,
be
I
like,
had
hey,
family.
Uncle Mike, you're willing to let me sleep on your couch, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, Zoe, you know a person. I mean, I know people in California who I could have crashed on their couch. I do know people who have float planes, Richard, but float planes aren't long enough distance. Like,
They're not meant for that long of travel.
I'd get out to like the northern Yukon Territory in Canada, and it'd just be like, no. And I'd be like, well, I guess I'm walking.
Oh.
Do I have a passport? No, it's fine.
You and in Alaska, you'd think I just walked for 4 days, but it's been 3 months.
Yeah. That's that's up in the Arctic Circle, but yeah, kind of.
I know
It's
I'm exaggerating, but still.
it's what time is it here? It is 11:50 at night and I can still see sunlight.
I see it out your window.
Yep.
Right.
So,
Yep.
Land of the Midnight Sun is an actual thing. So, actually, we're really close to
Uh,
solstice. So, oh, I wanted to go out. I want to go werewolf hunting under the midnight sun, guys. Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. It's
Next
fine.
month. Next month, girl.
Ah!
Gonna have to wait, unfortunately. The full
It's-
moon isn't the full moon like today or tomorrow? Or was it like yesterday? Because I thought it was like a Tuesday or Wednesday for the next 3 months. I looked it up at one point because I was
Right.
trying to sync my live stream schedule to it.
Okay, so June 17th was the last one. Let's look up July. We have July 16th then. I'll be leveled up enough, guys. We're gonna ooh.
On them werewolves. And...
I'm gonna go get the wolf. Ow! That's gonna be a
Richard's
thing.
saying I look like a werewolf at the moment. Don't shoot me by mistake. Don't
Okay.
worry, it's spell work, not silver bullets. You'd be fine.
Well, who says I'm not Buffy? Who says I can't be Buffy? Days I need to be Buffy.
Tower Games,
Pointy.
thank you for saying that. That's very sweet. It was a really hard video to make, but I wanted to make it for a while just because, like, yeah, I don't like it being unknown why I'm so passionate about Harry Potter because, like, there's a lot to it, and I was obsessed before everything happened, so that just kind of intensified it. Still trying to get through the comments on that because a lot of people also opened up, and I don't want to like have any kind of I want to really think through everything, make sure that all my responses are very meaningful and as well thought out as everybody put theirs. So let's get back to the happier note. I didn't want to like I'm sorry.
It's totally fine.
Everyone cast Lumos. Lumos in chat for Gita. Lumos in chat for Gita and all of her wonderful commenters.
Yes,
Because
it was so nice.
So nice.
We gotta cast
Love
a lot
you
of Lumos for
guys.
everybody.
There's so much love in this community already, and it's just like, wow.
Oh, you
It's
guys are so nice.
amazing.
I can't. Megan, you've been to Alaska, and that's super cool. That's really awesome. I'm trying to like catch up here because there's like so much. You guys are super great. WizFest around September 1st. Hopefully, maybe. Is that a significant like astrological day, September 1st?
September.
Oh my god, so many.
I'm like, Gita's to ask on that. Astrology. Damn.
I don't know.
It's the first day back to Hogwarts.
Right. Back to Hogwarts.
Ding! I'm thinking like astrological clock. I'm going, what happens?
It's also the first day that I don't have an annual pass anymore, so go figure. I have to renew. Like, another reason to get me to 1,000 subscribers, the moment I can monetize, I can fund myself going back to Universal.
Should I climb to
I bet
1,000?
there's going to be something for Back to Hogwarts in the game. I just don't know what, because like it's not a Hogwarts game, but they're obviously bringing Hogwarts stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
So increased platform 9 3/4 foundables. I don't know. Is that platform 9 3/4? I need to look at the registry.
The registry is the 9 3/4 registry. Okay, hang on. Wizards Unite World.
Good resource. Wizards Unite World.
Like them. There's such a good.
Thank you, Richard, for the subscribe. Thank you.
You guys are the best. Okay.
Awesome.
We're gonna start getting this. We're gonna get this trending. We're gonna get Chris to 1,000. Girl. Oh, there's just so much. Okay. I'm still waiting for an Alaska Wizards Unite Discord to pop up, and it hasn't happened yet.
I'm super lucky. Someone reached out for a South Florida one, and they were like, well, we're a bit more south than you, but close.
Oh.
And I was like, thank you, I'll join.
Thank you.
Friends. I really have fun.
Oh my god.
0 local friends other than I have one roommate who is willing to play with me. Thank goodness for Amanda.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yay.
So she's like, yeah, she's like, my tablet also has, endless data, like unlimited data with hotspot. So if you need anything, you can just play on my hotspot. And I was like,
Yes.
we're gonna go all sorts of fun places then.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness,
If she's
you could get a $200 iPod Touch and you could play AR games on that and hotspot from her and record yourself. Still not cheap though. So like
Richard, I'm not gonna make a Discord. It's not gonna happen. I already made one for my Patreon, and no, I'm not making an Alaska Discord. Somebody else can do that. I'm not doing it.
running
like
running
we have enough
Discords is
going on.
Yeah,
it's very stressful.
it's a lot.
Super stressful.
Lot.
Like that's why I have limited engagement even in our own Discord, because we have like a behind the scenes WooTuber Discord, and then we have with the fans WooTuber Discord,
Yeah.
and those two alone I
Whew.
can't keep up already, and the game hasn't even launched yet, so
Right,
it's
though.
gonna be rough for me.
It
I
was
only
a
have
lot
so much
more,
time every day.
way more than we anticipated. I'll say that
Right.
much. But we also anticipated the game like a lot sooner.
Right.
I don't know. The hype for this is real. They're doing a really, really good job with the advertisements. So I'm really hoping that the gameplay keeps people interested.
Yeah,
I think-
now that we got over that hump of just like, why did we get 3 things in 3 days and then radio silence? Once we got past that,
That was
like
a
I
bad
know
day.
I only put out my video on that like a day ago. I'm late as always. But once we got past that, I think that everyone's been communicating better, and like they know that everybody's watching and waiting and anticipating, and so they've finally started getting the wheels going a bit more smoothly. Someone took the oil out and oiled them wheels, so that train can finally get out the station, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Seriously.
Elizabeth said she's in that Discord with you, Chris.
Oh,
Elizabeth,
What?
are you in Florida? Do we need
I
to
didn't
meet
realize
you
you
in
were in
Florida?
Hey.
Oh,
That's so
Friends.
exciting.
I'm so desperate for friends. It's really sad, you guys.
friends. I need friends too.
Listen, before I started doing YouTube, I had my Street and I had my Sean, and that was all.
Yeah, it's been so nice meeting you guys and like having more friends that understand and
Friends.
are excited to like do all of this. It's like
Super great.
now to just find some in Denver.
Right?
Looking for you guys. I'll
Hey,
find you.
you know, if I could move my whole household to Colorado, girl, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Same though.
Oh, we
But
could be the Wizzy Witches Sims in real life.
real
Like,
life.
Cooper says that she'll be our friends. Guys, we
there's
have
other
another
people
friend.
involved, so maybe not. Oh, Cooper. Oh, Cooper's actually like way closer to me than anybody. We
Yeah.
only got the
Right.
mountains between us, so like, girl,
She's
You
also in
just know.
Colorado,
Get
right? Or
ready.
is she in Utah?
She's
Utah?
in Utah.
she's Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
gotcha. See, I used to live in Flagstaff, Arizona. That's where I grew up. So I was in the Four Corners too. And now I'm
Oh.
bummed that I'm not.
Shout out
I
to
feel like I'm so close
Jibs.
to you.
Shout out to Jibs Entertainment
Jibs.
for actually having what I needed, which was the icon and what category it was. Like nobody else has that yet.
Yay.
Like
Thank you, Jibs.
get it together. 9 3/4 just means Hogwarts school for the registry. So like stuff from Hogwarts is 9 3/4. So there you go.
It
You were
makes
right.
sense.
Yeah,
Probably an
that's
event around that where the increased foundables are going to be in that registry family. Maybe
Mhm.
some whatever are they calling shinies? What are they calling them?
Brilliant.
Brilliance?
yeah, brilliant.
All these new words. I finally just got used to foundables.
Right though.
Right.
Foundable versus confoundable and all of these other things. Like there's oh my god.
And inns and greenhouses
Portmanteau,
and
Portkey.
fortresses and And there's a whole new greenhouse system where you can plant stuff and water it, and everyone in the community gets to take advantage.
No! What? I didn't sign.
She didn't read that spoiler. She didn't read that article.
I'm sorry.
It's so
I-
basically
I didn't even read any further past that because I saw how spoilery that was, and I didn't read the rest. But I got that fortresses are getting like a huge upgrade.
want me to. I didn't read too into the fortresses because like I didn't think I knew them enough to see what the upgrade was. But I can explain the potion thing if you guys want, or the greenhouses thing if you want.
I'm so
since
excited
it's
about
already
this.
out.
This is so cool. Okay,
I
what?
guess
It's
spoiler
having
alert if you're going.
It's like having a community garden, basically, which is
So
super.
if there's like spots open, then you can plant something. You can choose what you're planting. Other people that come can help water the plant or feed it or whatever, I believe.
Cast whatever
And
spell
then,
you have to do.
right.
I
And
just had
then whenever it has its harvest, everybody that's around can collect.
Everybody can collect.
I just had an amazing idea. Like the places that we go for like events and stuff, we just go and we like plant things, and then people can like, oh my god, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
You guys
Oh my
can collect our plants.
Especially for someone like me, I'm all into potions. I was like, everyone gets it.
Right? I
Like-
thought
That
about
and also
oh,
being
wait.
in a rural place, that's going to be super important
It's
because
gonna
you're
be
not
so
always going to connect with all the people around you. So it means that just whenever you happen to be at the greenhouse location, you can check on things, and even if you don't see the other players, you can still play with the other players. So it gives it that same community feel, knowing I'm not the only one out here.
Right though. Oh my goodness. And like, so my uncle is really, really weird. He's like Mr. Hackerman. Like he's very weird. Anyway, so he bought like a bag of 500, or maybe it was 1,000, I don't even know, little mini like half-inch plastic ninja figurines, and he would carry a pocket full of them, and wherever he went he would just like leave them in places. Like he would be in a restaurant and there'd just be like 3 ninjas in the tree, or like the little plant that they have in the restaurant. And like people would be like, what is going on? So you could just like, yeah, so you always knew where, like you always know where Pablo's is because he's ninja.
Leaving
So
this trail of breadcrumb ninjas.
Right? And so like, no, I legitimately like 2 weeks after he came up here to Alaska, went to a restaurant and there was just like this hot pink ninja sitting on a counter, and I'm like, Pablo's. So it's kind
You're
of like
I
that.
know who did that.
I know who did that. So it's like that, but with plants, and I love it so much.
It'd be hilarious if we had like our own little like inside joke plant or something like that in real life that we could craft, and then we leave it in greenhouse locations so that people would be like, this is from the Wizzy Witches.
Niantic, I need this. It can be completely useless in potions. It's just a collectible. But like, if you make this,
Collectible.
we will do it.
Right?
We will do it.
We will plant Wizzy Witches seeds at every single greenhouse we go to.
Snowdrops. It could be the snowdrops.
Snowdrop.
That would be
Oh my
great.
goodness, yes.
Wormwood, because you know
Aria?
when absinthe was hallucinogenic. Heyo.
Heyo.
Let's not maybe.
Where are you? Where's 6 hours from Denver? Aria.
Also, good night, Tejas. Bye.
No
Bye.
worries.
later.
Bye, Tejas.
Um,
No worries, Cooper. I should have scrolled up a little bit more before asking.
Like magic
like-
harp for greenhouses. Useless until you get a huge number of them. That would be hilarious.
Like, I have literally followed them everywhere. I have paid attention to Twitter feeds and Instagram stories, so I know where to get this. And I finally have this, whatever it is.
Right.
Like, wow, dude. It's like Docker level.
A special achievement, like you know how we get names? We get names that we like titles
Right?
if we complete certain things in the game.
With you,
If we
which is
had, like,
Stalker.
right? Or something. Have our own special little label for people who have done stuff.
Niantic, we know you watching us. Let's like, I will do
Gosh,
this.
so much fun.
You know, I
There's so
will.
much
so cool.
potential. There's so much potential for like
Oh,
individual outreach and stuff. Like, but we'd have to know people. We'd have to know people in charge. Poke Fodder, come on, man. You've got all the connections, right? Make it happen.
fodder, who can make Alan sit there and spout apparently
Right.
amazing amounts of information for a solid. I still think that Alan is maybe just a chatterbox. So, you know, to be an Auror, you must be able to involuntarily snort. Me and Zoe are the. I didn't know I did that until I started doing YouTube, guys. Like, I didn't know that like every time I get on Google and I search for something, I go or I go meh, or like I make a weird noise. I didn't know that I did this until I like start. It's a problem.
Me, my speech becomes very enunciated when I get in front of a camera. So like I'm a bit more mumbly in real life. But you put me in front of a camera and suddenly my speech is completely proper.
That's
Because
not a bad thing.
it's not a bad thing, but I'm
Um,
unconsciously doing
I'll
it
be
so
right
that
back.
sure.
Do what you need.
But I'm unconsciously doing it so that the auto generated subtitles will be able to pick me up.
Oh, that's actually really good because I don't think the auto-generated subtitles know what to do with me.
Certainly not with automatopoeia. They don't know how to handle your noises.
No. When I just sit there and go,
Because guys, I watch enough like Korean television and stuff like that, and I'm a huge K-pop fan, so I'm
mm,
constantly watching things with subtitles on. So I will watch every bit like WooTuber videos with the subtitles still on, and not really
oh,
think about it. But I get in front of my own videos, and I'm like, that's really close. I just wish they spelled my name right. Because when I say, "Hi guys, I'm Chris from Wizard Way," or what have you,
oh.
they always spell it with a CH, and I feel like going in and deleting it.
Wrong kind of Chris,
But
no.
in order to change the subtitle track, you have to like change the entire
Yeah.
video subtitle track, and I'm not willing to put in that time. I've only done that on a few of my videos where I knew it would be necessary, like the one where I interrogated my cats in 3 languages.
Oh, I love that one so much.
Because I knew like it's gonna try to auto generate English over when I'm speaking Japanese and Korean, and I'm like, and that just doesn't work
No,
for me. So
it does not.
I went in and I redid it. I redid it all.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Bye, Sunset. Thanks for hanging out with us for
Bye,
a minute.
Sunset.
Go to bed. Yeah, if you guys need to go to bed, like, I fully understand. Just, like, go to bed. It's a thing.
It's alright.
Sleep is good and stuff. Um, reversal live stream watching GoFest videos of one of the Japanese tubers, and it was awful. Oh my god, I can't even imagine.
Oh no.
Oh yeah,
Like the
no.
like the video was awful, or are we talking like the subtitles being awful? Because we were talking subtitles.
Oh,
Subtitles on foreign language ones when they're auto-generated in the wrong language, it's hilarious.
oh, Richard Peace. Hello, my name is Zoe, and this is. Nobody knows what to do. Like, I don't know why I chose Snitches and Witches because it's actually legitimately hard to say, and I was not thinking that through.
Well, and whenever I search for your channel, the first thing that comes up is Snitches Get Stitches.
And that's kind of what I was
And
thinking.
I'm like, that's terrible.
That's kind of what I was thinking because merch can be Snitches Get Witches. Hell! It's the first thing that popped into my head because I'm that person.
No, but when you say that, the thing that pops into my head is that oh gosh, the comedian that talked about the tire that hunted Mary down. Am I the only person who's seen this? Okay.
I feel
It's a
like
comedian and he's talking about that tire hunted Mary down, like, and because the tire smashes into her face.
Oh.
It's I don't know. It was like some news story where like there was a crash at like an Indy 500 race or something, and a tire flew off into the crowd and it hit somebody in the head, which is terrible.
No, you
But
don't.
they were trying to make comedy out of it and just saying, yeah, that tire had a vendetta. It hunted Mary down. It was not random.
Oh,
But someone put together like a cartoon version of it, and it was really like terribly funny. It was funny in a
yes.
bad way. But just like snitches get witches, like snitches just like seeking and destroying the witches. I'm
So,
tired, guys. It's after 4 a.m. Give
so
me a
then,
break.
so then, what's actually gonna happen is the shirt's gonna say "Snitches get witches," and all it's gonna be is a mushroom cloud with this little snitch in the foreground, being like,
Oh man. I
uh,
opened at the close.
"Oh God, that got dark." Oh girl.
Sorry. I
Oh,
went there. I can't unsay it.
I'm dead. I can't. It's all over. My face hurts.
Same.
You're welcome.
Oh, good. Okay. Breathing. What is air? Okay. Is there anything else that you guys wanted to talk about with like everything? Because it's a lot. Uh,
It's a lot.
it's
Right,
So
and
much.
it is 4 a.m. and I do have work in the morning. So
oh,
Oh
you
no.
guys both need to
it's
go to
all
bed.
right. I'll take a nap. The game isn't coming out tomorrow. I'll sleep later.
Fine.
Fine.
What is
Gonna be
sleep?
fine.
I'll sleep in tomorrow. It's
Uh,
fine.
let's do like a quick 5 minute like Q&A thing. Like, do you guys have
Yeah.
questions
Or
real
ask us
quick?
anything.
Ask us
Ask us anything.
anything. Oh God. Oh God.
Dangerous.
That's a can of worms.
We're
Ooh.
also potentially going to stream Friday night after we play and have our like first impressions stream if you guys are interested in that. Um,
I mean,
different channel,
I will be
maybe.
live streaming like on my channel
Mm,
as often as I possibly can.
yes.
Um, but this will be the traditional Wizzy Witches. I will not be involved. It will be Lynette, Gita, and Zoe.
Don't worry. Oh, Elizabeth, go to bed. Dear God. No, I also have children that are going to wake me at around 8 a.m. So, yes, good night.
Oh,
And
Yes, good night.
thank
Aria,
you for
go to
joining.
bed if it's 2 a.m. Good Lord.
I'm the only crazy person that should be up at 4 a.m. Okay, guys? Everyone else should be asleep.
What's
I
one
usually
thing?
go to bed at 10.
Mm, what's
Oh,
one
wow,
thing you really
girl.
want in the game? Asks Oven. I really want dueling, like so bad in the
Oh,
game. I want
goals.
dueling so bad.
Like a PvP dueling sort of thing. Oh man.
Like with the
Because
codename Neon.
AR technology being what it's becoming, can you imagine being able to like have a wand that activates in the game so we legit actually stand and try to battle each other?
That would be everything.
Full on Marauders PvP wizard duels. Yes. That would be great.
I need it so bad. I need it.
I think I just want the storyline to be really good.
Same
Oh
though. Same.
yeah, same. Like that's gonna be what keeps the game going long term is plot. So
Long game.
Yep.
I really hope that the long game is sound because otherwise we'll be grinding and we'll still have fun with it. I'm gonna
Mm,
love doing potions, y'all know that. But yeah, the story's gonna be the thing that's super important in the long
Yeah.
term.
yeah, the story is gonna keep everybody around. Oh my God. Yeah, me too, Arya. I'm so hyped.
In the same sort of vein, I'm gonna just ask a follow-up question to all of us. What confoundable do you want to find? Like, what foundable slash confoundable do you want to find in battle? What's one you're really looking forward to?
I mean, on brand like snitches, obviously, but like, just really, that's gonna be so much fun. And then, I saw a cockatrice, and I'm like, oh, I really want to get the cockatrice just for reasons because it's like a dragon, but it's not. It's a dragon disguised. So, meh. So, dueling
Um,
tournaments. Oh my gosh, if Wizards Unite turns into esports, that would be
It's
everything.
on, girl.
Oh,
It's on. But we're gonna have to develop some capoeira skills or something to dodge spells with.
I hope we have to do like a big group fight to get a Nundu. Like Mewtwo, but a Nundu, because a Nundu is supposed to take 100 wizards or over 100 wizards to take it down.
That's a really big beastie. Yeah, you would not be able to take one of those down yourself. You shouldn't be able
No,
to.
it's like a huge leopardess. Like,
What
just
if
like
that's what we get at like the Wiz U Fest?
I was just thinking that.
special event.
Special events with special creatures.
It's okay. I'm fine.
Other than
Darn
that,
it, Katie.
I'm excited for the Bowtruckles.
Oh, the
I love
Bowtruckles.
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 But yeah, the Nundu is something that we have not had confirmation of, and something that if you go back and watch my Beasts videos from like over a year ago,
Back when.
I learned about the Nundu and I like freaked out. I was like, wait, what? So, yeah. I think that would
There's
be a
something
pretty
else,
cool
like-
thing.
Mooncalves.
us-
Oh, I love the
Mooncalves are cute.
Oh my gosh, they're so cute.
I'm excited about the Demiguise. I'm
Ooh, yeah.
curious, like, just how many beasts they're going to bring in.
Right, because there's just a whole book full of them.
And she's coming out with more.
Right.
Yeah, she keeps. Oh
There's
my
a lot that
goodness.
are not mentioned in Fantastic Beasts. And then there's like we're encountering things that are not technically beasts, you know? So I think they're oddities. So werewolves and centaurs and pixies are all too humanoid to be considered beasts. I don't know.
Or like, are there gnomes yet? Because like, I really need to do the gnome trick the Weasley twins do. Like,
I think
that's
there was an advertisement for them, so they have to be there.
Okay, because like,
But that'd be cool. I don't think we'll do that. That would be so cool, though. I want to
so good.
spin them.
It's so good.
Leprechauns.
Gnomes have been added into Hogwarts Mystery, and it looks like a whack-a-mole. It's hilarious.
Oh man.
They're in the ground, but in like one of many holes.
So do you really have to go like flap?
I don't have the notebooks needed to adopt one. I'm only Magizoologist level 4 because I don't play hardcore enough to get enough notebooks to raise my level there. So it's yet another place where I'm like, no, I'm not paying real money. Okay, thanks, bye.
Right. Richard says gnomes are in fact some of the confoundables. Oh my god, yes. Okay, I'm very excited about this. This is gonna be fine.
Is it Felix or is it Felix?
Felixi?
Felixi?
I don't know.
Goblet of Fire tournament sounds amazing. Like that's
so
an amazing
cool.
idea. I'm really hoping that they do sort of like so in the live stream we kind of were like, okay, like this is all pointing towards the Philosopher's Stone. So what if they are going to go up in books? So what would we get for the second one? A basilisk? We know that there's this might be a spoiler for you guys.
We're all like trying to stay away from spoilers. So
we're 2 days away.
So hard.
There's baby basilisks in the game, okay?
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. Richard, just so that you're aware, like these are also faces that I make like not just in live streams and videos, like this
all
is
the
things
time.
like all the time. Like this is just
this
me.
is normal Zoe.
This is
this
normal.
is normal even uncaffeinated Zoe.
I'm a lot of human. So just be aware. This is just me. I'm sorry if you ever meet me in real life. I'm very sorry. So, yeah, probably more like imploding. So much. Okay, it's fine.
So it is Felix.
Okay.
You tweaked it for a reason.
Yay.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like it. I like it.
It's good.
Yeah. Any more questions?
Wonder Woman, you are level 25? Hickety heck.
Wow.
Wow. Uncapped.
Talk about a head start. Good lord. Everybody's gonna want some Kiwis in their fortress raiding groups. Come help us.
Oh
They're
my
like the
god.
old wizened wizards.
Right? Help us, oh wise and also completely buffed one.
Right. They're like the masters and we're the Padawan. I know it's wrong genre, but
Sensei.
wrong franchise, but still.
Sensei, I must ask your help in my quest.
Senpai noticed me.
Senpai! Oh my god, the 3 months of me literally, like, every time Alan tweeted on
Right.
me going, notice me, Senpai!
Gosh. I
Like,
think all of us felt that way. And there's Pokepotter like, he's like my best friend. And we're
he's
like,
like, maybe if we got drinks, he told me the plan for the next 10 years.
that's funny though. Oh man.
How? There are fodder.
I still get a little starstruck with like the Poketubers that are, doing a little bit of Wizards Unite content. Like I love me some Zoe 2 dots.
Same though.
I love Zoe.
Yeah, and like, yeah, every time Reversal pops on stream, I'm just like, it's the whole
We
thing.
had that moment of he is among us.
And then like, I literally went to a like a Pogo PvP tournament up here, and Pokey AK was there, and I'm like, I literally went there just to like meet him and be like, hi, by the way, I'm gonna be doing this, so if you see me yelling at a camera, that's me. Okay, bye. And I didn't because I had a panic attack and left.
Oh no.
And my friend Sean was there, and he's just sitting there laughing at me the whole time. He's like, I should have bought you that beer because then you would have gotten to talk to him. I'm like, hey, he's like,
Poor Zoe.
The
Poor
old-
Zoe needs downers to function sometimes.
I only talked to Trainer Tips because my friend pushed me. He was just like, we did not follow him around for an hour and wait for him for 3 hours.
Right. I
For
think
you to not
Lynette
say
was
hi.
kind of the same because Lynette was like, no, I don't want to bother him. No, I don't want to bother him.
Right.
Eventually, I went with her.
he's doing
Just
other
go
things
say
right
hi.
now.
God.
He's busy. It's
Yeah,
okay.
I'm the
Right.
exact opposite. If we all end up in a group, I will be the person to just be like pulling the three of you along with me and just being like, "Hey guys, let's talk to this person."
So you will adopt us as your pet introverts?
Sure.
Hello.
I'm practically married to one. Sandra is like the most introverted introvert ever that has ever introverted. So
Right.
she's got like full out agoraphobia. She does not like going out in crowds at all. So yeah, if I can handle her, I'm pretty sure I can handle you guys. We'll be fine.
It's fine.
Good luck.
Just Trainer Tips will show up and I'll just pass out. It'll be fine. It's fine.
Carry you? I can't carry any of you because
okay.
bad.
Just
Okay.
leave me there. It's fine.
We'll take a wheelbarrow or something.
Just drag me by my feet. She wanted to say hi. We think she malfunctioned. She has to reboot.
Carry one of those the little, what are they? The little carts that kids have.
Wheelbarrow
They're
or wagon.
Wagon.
Little wagon.
Yeah, little red wagons.
Squeaky,
Carry
squeaky,
one of
squeaky, squeaky.
Drag it behind me. You can usually have like camera equipment or something, but then we can plop one of you guys on top of there if you just short suddenly.
I need a nap, Thud. It is not
Yeah,
sleeping.
like a loading dolly.
I take nap here.
Strap you to a loading dolly, carry you around that way. Oh,
Ratchet straps and everything.
God, what a crazy bunch we're gonna be if we have to do this. It's gonna be insanity.
They're gonna meet us.
We're not
and they're
gonna sleep.
Oh,
No.
never sleep.
No, what is sleep?
What is
sleep?
sleep?
We have with you witches meetups.
Right? They're gonna meet us, and we're gonna be more excited. Like, oh my God, you're that person. They're gonna be like, oh God.
If you guys ever come to Florida, like I'll put you up in like a nearby place and we can just hit Ybor and late night. That'll be fun. Ybor's like the LGBT district of Tampa.
Oh no.
It's where they used to have all of like the cigar factories and stuff. So it's a very interesting multicultural vibe there.
Oh boy.
Love it.
Oh boy. Oh. Anyways, does anybody else have any questions so that we can go and not sleep?
Right.
I'm gonna go take
Yeah,
like melatonin or like magnesium and D or something like that so I do actually sleep. 'Cause,
I'll be able to sleep. Will I be able to sleep past 7 a.m.? Probably not.
I'll have to check my schedule and see if I have my first massage client at like 9 a.m., which means I have to be up at 8. Mer.
I'm so sorry.
Already 4:30, guys. So yeah, if we got questions,
Do we have
bring it on.
questions? Because then, like,
It's bedtime.
because otherwise I'm gonna hit the big red button and like go night night. I'm gonna go rock myself to sleep with a real rock. Have I not
Sleepy
used that with you
snuggles.
yet?
Oh,
Okay, really quick tangent here. So I worked as a counselor at a camp there for a little bit, and I was like, "Oh, I need to go to sleep. I'm gonna go rock myself to sleep with a real rock." And so my campers like caught on to this. And one day I'm in like the staff room, like taking my like 1 hour a week break or whatever we got when we were working there, and they
right.
and she grabbed a rock, had like somehow managed to finagle a Sharpie off of a counselor and wrote on it Bizkit, because my camp name was Biscuit, Bizkit's rock. And she brings it up to the big old fishbowl windows and she goes, "Is this big enough, Biscuit?"
Oh my
And I just
God.
died. I was like, it's perfect. To my knowledge, it is still like sitting in the little roundabout that they have there, and I just can't. So yeah.
You
Wow.
have a legacy. You have left a legacy.
Oh, that camp has more bits and possibly pieces of like my body in it than I would like to like to know.
Whoa.
Listen,
PG strict, please.
no, well, no, just like, yeah, just almost broke my leg there a couple of times, fell down a couple of
Wow.
bluffs, almost fell into a lake. It's good.
Craziness.
Also,
Like, and I think my life is crazy. I'm all like, yeah, I've done flying trapeze and was a competitive figure skater.
nothing like doing a Bible camp up in Alaska.
Right, right. That's the hardcore sport.
Getting trapped in my cabin by a moose. Like, nope.
Oh my gosh,
Listen,
no.
if the moose doesn't want to go, you don't say anything. You just,
Okay, so like I will protect you guys like as an extrovert and you can protect me from wildlife because I lose it.
I talk to moose all the time.
I'm not
They're nice.
outdoorsy at all. But that's because outdoorsy here in Florida means being bitten by a gazillion mosquitoes and I can't handle it. I'm allergic. So
Oh, you're,
that's why
ooh,
I'm fine. It's not every single, it's like one specific species or something. But I welt up to about 3.5-inch welts.
you're not allowed to
They're
ever come up to Alaska because mosquitoes are the state bird.
I
They're
gotta
like,
love them.
Where?
they're like this big.
We don't
Yeah,
have
we
enough
got big ones
oxygen.
too.
You don't have any?
Right.
Okay, so like
I have not been bitten by a mosquito in like years, and I love it because like I used to get those
That's how
3 inch welts.
yeah.
Mine were like
Yeah.
that big, and
Ditto.
yep, now I don't get them unless I'm like literally standing in some sort of water source, and
Right.
I love it. Oh,
Yeah, it was the same in Flagstaff, Northern Arizona, because we're at like 7,300 feet, and so it's high enough that you don't really get a lot of mosquitoes. It's too cold for them.
that we get
well,
that's not okay. We get snow mosquitoes. Like they hatch out
Like,
of the snow.
I think
Yeah.
it's the oxygen thing. I don't think it's necessarily the cold.
No, they hatch out
We
of the
just don't have
snow
you're
like
up
right.
here.
It might be an altitude
Yeah.
thing.
we
Cuz
don't have a lot of bugs
yeah,
in
I keep
general.
I keep praying for like the thing where you become immune to the venom and like you don't no longer itch. It's not working.
That'd be great. Sign me up.
Right? Like I'm here for that. Cuz I one got me bad like right back here and I'm just been like all week.
Well, I'm a massage
Good night,
therapist, so like I
Evan.
good night.
Night oven. We're gonna sign up here eventually if we can stop talking about mosquitoes.
Right. I'm last thing I'll say is I'm a massage therapist, so I try and take care of like my hands, my forearms and elbows
Mm.
because those are the tools that save. I got a mosquito bite once that was on like my forearm and it like swelled up so bad I could barely use my arm for work. It was bad. So yeah, I was stupid and played Pogo at night once here. And so I had my phone screen on and I wasn't even thinking. I was like, oh, I'm just going to step out of my car. I'll spin this gym really quickly. I'll get back in the car, no problem. But then, like, just I was waiting to take over the gym. And so I stood out there for like 5 minutes or so. And I ended up with 6 bites just on the hand that was holding the phone. And I was like, this is why me and Florida don't get along. So I can go to the parks because the Universal and Disney parks take great pains to make sure that people aren't bitten by mosquitoes in their parks. They have a
Oh.
whole preventive thing that they do so that when you're walking around, you aren't going to just be bitten all over the place. It's amazing. So that's why you don't typically see them when you're at the parks down here because they
Huh.
actively like exterminate slash draw the mosquitoes away from the park areas so that it's safer for
Oh,
people.
I love
It's
that.
super
That's
cool.
I
awesome.
love that.
So yeah, shout out to the staffs of people that their sole purpose in the park is to work with mosquitoes so that nobody else has to.
They're like
So I appreciate you.
training them. Stay away.
Gosh, it seems that magical. It
Right?
really does. Like there's some
Oh,
magical creature that's being tamed by these wizards behind the scenes. But yeah, shout out to those people because they
my
make my
goodness.
life much better. But that's
I
why I
bet.
can stream while at the parks and everything because otherwise I'd be bitten terribly.
Mosquito
That makes
wrangler.
sense.
Yeah,
I
my
love that.
my my witching hour Wednesday night streams are going to be interesting.
Ooh, that's gonna be hard. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we'll see if I can manage it. If I can, I will because it could be really fun to do some nighttime streams to catch nighttime confoundables
Yeah.
slash foundables. I'm really looking forward to that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So you can't go after werewolves without going out at night.
Nope.
So
You can't. I'm
True.
I'm gonna be able to do that in the winter, starting here at like 4 p.m.
right, I hope the game adapts to that it becomes
I
nighttime in the game.
I think it actually is going to, and oh no.
It'll be the same here for me in winter,
Yeah.
4:30.
Yeah. It's terrible.
Yeah, there's not as much variation down here in Florida. We're closer to the equator.
Yeah. Pan wants to know how we guys feel about the game releasing soon. You should watch the entire stream for the range of our feels because there are that many feels.
So many
There's too
feels.
many feels. So, I think we should probably sign off because we've
Like
been here
call it
for
quits.
almost like 2 hours just fangirling, and it's good. This is a normal Tuesday night stream. Is it Tuesday? When am I?
Tuesday night.
It's Tuesday. I don't know what I am.
Morning.
Yeah, Wednesday morning.
Thank you all for joining.
Thank
Yeah,
you, everybody.
don't
Definitely drop a like on the stream and give a subscribe to all of us lovely ladies. We
definitely.
always appreciate you
Here
guys
are
and thank you
links.
so much for coming to this late night stream. That gives
Seriously,
us life.
it's so much. It's so good. We love you guys being here, and I have officially lost all of my buttons. I don't know where my buttons went, so that I can. There we go.
Ow.
Because
Bye.
Expect videos.
things Okay, you guys are great. Okay,
Yep.
love you all always.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes, I